Hello, welcome to Doc West 101. I'm going to show you a song today, Tiziana, How Do You Feel? And I don't know exactly how much you do know on a guitar, but it's basically just one chord pattern for the song and about 5 or 6 chords for the chorus. So the first thing we'll do is learn the where to put your fingering for the beginning of the song. It's a B minor, so I don't know if you know B minor down here, but what I do is I play the B minor on a bar, so it would be the 7th fret by putting your finger across all the strings, and then your 4th finger on the 2nd string, the A string that is, up on the 9th fret, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up on the 9th fret, and the pinky finger on the D string on the 9th fret. And then this finger goes across the whole 7th fret, and I usually sometimes put my 2nd finger on it to hold it down tight so that you get a nice clean sound instead of sounding like this. You don't want that. So by holding it with 2 fingers, it gets nice and clear. And then your other 2, like I said, on the A string 9th fret and on the D string 9th fret. And there's your B minor. And that's the B minor chord. That's the first chord of the song. Okay, so in doing this song, it's not just the way you play the chords, it's how you strum. It's very melodical, so I mean you can just do it's how you strum it. It's very important to the song. And if you listen to the song carefully, everybody is doing something else. They're always doing different parts. If you just single out the keyboards, she's doing her own thing. The bass player is doing his own thing. The drumming's doing his own thing. Everybody's just in their own little world doing their own thing, but when it comes together, it all blends in as one. So this was my part, and it's a lot easier on electric guitar. I don't know if you have electric or acoustic, but if you do have an electric, it'll be a lot easier. So we'll play the first chord is the B minor. Now the second chord to that, what I did was, it's basically a D chord, which I don't know, again, if you know bar, it's putting the first finger on the 5th fret and then hitting the D string, the G string, and the B string. Those 3 strings on the 7th fret. So it's one finger on the 5th fret on all the strings, and then what you do is you take the 4th finger and you try and bend it so that it hits those 3. That would be the D string on the 7th fret, the G string on the 7th fret, and the B string on the 7th fret. So then you have, and that is a D chord, same thing as this. But for the purpose of this song, we're going to play the chords this way. Now, knowing that the D chord is like that, you're really not going to do that. So you don't go, what you do is, you do it a little faster. I just hit the 3 strings, the D, G, and B on the 7th fret, and just hit them. Don't hit any other strings because it's going to sound like this. It's not going to sound right. So when you do the B minor, quickly put your finger on those 3 strings, the D, G, and B, 7th fret, and play them 3. The next chord would go the same 3 strings up 2 frets. 1, 2. Okay, that would be an E chord. Actually, the right way to play it would be with your finger across the 7th fret and then this finger holding those 3. Same thing as an E. So, what we have is and those 3 chords, the B minor, other difference when we get to it, we'll get to it in a little while, is the chorus part. So, now you have your basics. And it's going to be a little bit. It's going to take a little time to get the speed of it, because you're going from here to here. Okay, so if you want to start off slow, you can start off slow. Now, I said in the beginning, playing the chords is just half of it. What you got to do is the strumming makes up the whole thing. It makes up the whole beat. So therefore, we'll try it. We'll try it slow. First, and then the second time is going to be what I did there was the 9th fret. I played those 3 strings, the D, G, and B, and I bent it. That's going to be a little hard to do. It's going to take a lot of practicing to do. So it's regular, the second time you're gonna go B minor, that's on the 9th fret. You're not gonna do the 7th fret, you're gonna just do the 9th fret and bend it. Okay, so it's gonna take a little practice to do, and then once you get it clean enough, it goes like this. That's the whole thing. Now, when you get to the chorus, you play regular chords in the beginning. So now we play a regular E. You know, an E chord down here. And again, I don't know if you know F sharp. That's on the 2nd fret, just like an F chord, but up 1, half a step. So it would be an F sharp, but a minor. I don't know if you know F sharp minor. That would be the last 3 strings, the E string on the 2nd fret, the B string on the 2nd fret, and the G string on the 2nd fret. Those 3. And then the D string is on the 4th fret. That is an F sharp minor chord. If you want to play it like an F sharp minor chord, regular, use those 4. If you want to play it bar chord, you would put your finger across the whole 2nd fret and put your 4th finger on the A string, 4th fret, and your pinky finger on the D string, 4th fret. Now this is the same as the B minor, up on the 7th fret. The way you finger this is, that's your B minor. If you just bring it down, the whole thing, to the 2nd fret, that's F sharp minor. It's the same thing. All your minors are the same positioning. It just goes up the scale. So now we go. The first chord in the chorus is E, F sharp minor. Now we go up to the A chord. That's on the 5th fret. 5th fret, A chord bar would be your first finger across the 5th fret, and then the 2nd finger would be on the G string on the 6th fret. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Your 4th finger would be on the A string on the 7th fret, and your pinky would be on the D string on the 7th fret. It's the same thing as playing an E chord. E chord is down here, A chord is up here. All you're doing is going from, you're going up, 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 to the 5th fret, and that's an A. You could play the A chord like you probably know it this way, but it really doesn't work well in the context of the song. So I'm going to give it to you this way. So we have just like the E, what you were doing, F sharp, back up to the A chord, to the G chord down 2, and then down 1 to the F sharp chord. Now don't get confused with this F sharp chord and the F sharp minor that we played before. That was the second chord in the chorus. So let's take the chorus now. E, the F sharp minor, just like the B minor. A, G, now the F sharp major. Back to the A. And then the G just repeats itself. And then back to the F sharp major. That's the whole song. That's everything that you have to know on it. Now it's just a matter of putting it in, and I'll play it with you slow, and then I'm going to put the CD on, and I'll play with the CD to show you, and maybe by listening to it you can get the feel of the strum, because that's the other, that's more important than even the chords. Okay, so. Song. Now, I don't expect you to get this probably in a week, but I'll play it with this song, and then when you're good enough, you can just play along with it. Now we'll see, you may have to retune the guitar because this song is a little old and it might have, in the shuffle, dropped the key. So we'll have to tune first before we play.